Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to talk about, oh man, always something everybody loves to hear. Nobody wants to hear this. Why is everybody leaving the Philippines? But really, I'm here to tell you there's pros instead of the cons of living in the Philippines. And so today's subject, is there more pros to keep you here than cons? And in a lot of cases it is. It's more pros. But the pros, you could have 25 pros and 75 cons living here. But these pros are heavy enough to knock out all those 75. And what I mean by that is this. Number one on the list is the best place to find a loving, caring lady that will be there for you through thick or thin, or man, no matter what. On our channel, we have, believe it or not, we have, I think, from the latest projections, a lot of people's met and are still dating. We have 17 people that have met on Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures and are dating. And what I mean dating, they met on the channel, they're talking back and forth. But marriages, we've had 10 marriages. 10. 17 are still dating. Some of those 17 are getting married. Some have already gotten married. But we have 10 officially met on our channel and are married now. And I talk to these guys frequently. I mean all the time. On and off. I mean, we go 6 months and not talk to one, or 2 years, and then we're back talking again 10 times. The thing of it is about the Philippines more than anything else is finding your Filipina and coming here. Coming here sometimes you need to have, don't just bring the rose-colored glasses. Bring glasses that you can see on both sides of the fence. Meaning, just don't come here and pick someone because they give you attention. Don't pick that person until you get to know that person. Be here 6 to 8 months before you commit to a relationship with someone also. Don't just commit to the first lady or the 10th lady. Go around the Philippines, move around, find out who you are. Just tell them initially, I'm going to travel around with you, maybe without you. And I want you to know, here is what I'm going to do. I am looking for fun. I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. Or I'm looking for a relationship. But then again, too, you got to be careful of some of that. Don't tell them your whole story. Because you don't want to get anybody on a string. You don't want to give them false hope. You don't want to get them all excited. You want to get them engaged enough that they like you and they want to be with you, but don't get engaged where you actually had intimate relationships with this person and she's expecting a ring the next day. So be very careful with that and don't do that. Don't harm. Karma catch up with you. I can tell you that. And be very careful of that anyway, because they have family. They have family, and they'll search you down, okay? So be very careful with that. And don't think that you're in Manila and Angeles City and Clark and wherever you're at in Iloilo or I'm in Bohol, that you're not down in Duma or you're over here in Zamboanga. They'll fly up there and they'll do whatever. So you have to be very careful on, don't mistreat the ladies here. They're wonderful. Although there are some bad apples in the bunch too. There are bad apples. I could tell you stories. I get stories all the time. I got stories today for ladies who took advantage of men, and one lady took the guy's wallet and passport this morning and took off, and he's not seen her. And luckily he changed the ATM cards, and there's been some attempts on the cards to get money out of the accounts. And so this lady's been bad, but she's known him for 2 years. They've been together for 2 years. So something must have really happened to cause the relationship go sour. I'm not there. I'm not there to question it. I'm not there to judge. I don't know. He's just telling me his side of the story. It's probably more of the story. So there are times where things here are really good and then they can turn sour. But another thing the Philippines has is beaches. Great beaches you can go to. Great beaches you can live on. Great nipa huts you can have. There are many Filipino that actually live on the beach, and there are some Americans that live there with solar, and they don't worry about electric or anything because it's cool enough living there on the water, and they have solar and they have power for when it goes out, and they just figure it out accordingly. I got one guy, he makes about I think it's a little over $1,000 a month in Social Security. So he said what I did was he went and built them a nipa hut, and it's on the beach. And on this particular beach, they have plenty of sun. Put a solar system in. Had money, put a solar system in. And the storms come, no worries. Power out, no worries. He has power. I think power is like $3 a month, but the rest is done in solar. So he has fans. You don't need aircon. He's comfortable. He said sometimes at night it gets chilly off the ocean there because of the air. And then sometimes it gets so hot he can't stand it in the middle of summer. But then he said, I just figure it out. I just go midnight, go jump in the water and come back out and I'm set. So there are things that guys do that they can do, and he's made and he's saved money. So he's saving a lot of his money that he's getting a month. He said, I'm saving more here than I could in the States. And understandably so. In the States, you'd have to be living in a tent underneath an overpass to be able to save that $900, $800, $700, $500 a month, because you need to eat and other things like that. So that gives the advantage of living here. The other advantage of living here is that if you live like Filipino, you can live really cheap. But I choose not to live like Filipino. I cannot live like Filipino. I got to have my aircon, okay? I am not going to be. Aircon was out this morning. I did a video, and right in the middle of my video, internet went out. Even though I have solar, my solar's down because when I left the house, things went kind of in array and things not being looked at things, and we had a mess going on. But it's all worked out now, and everything's fine. I'll get that fixed, or buy me a standalone generator so when the power goes off, automatically kicks. I can buy one now, today. When I first came here years ago, you could not buy a standalone air conditioner, cuts on automatically with the shun, that if power goes out, it kicks on after 1 minute or 30 seconds. You set the time, and then when power comes back on, it shuts itself back off. So it has this automatic thing goes on there. It stays on sometimes 1 or 2 minutes with the power, and they just share it, and that gets shared for the minute, and then it kicks itself right back off. But you can buy one now for $1,000. You couldn't touch anything like that for about $5,000 before, but now you can buy them. You couldn't even buy one. I had to have one shipped in. You got to realize back 8-9 years ago, they didn't have a lot of things. I saw my very first bicycle here, the very first bicycle here, 3 years ago. So things have changed here. They didn't even have bicycles here. They were rolling a tire, an empty wheel down the street with no tire on it with a stick. That's what the kids used to play with here. So, and I'm talking Davao. I never saw a bike in Davao. I'm talking where I live in Mindanao. I didn't see it. Was Zamboanga, I didn't see one. I didn't Cotabato, I didn't see one. Cebu, I didn't even see. There were bikes there 8 years ago. If they were hidden. Nobody rode them. I don't know. But they were not out the 2 months I stayed there. So things have changed. But on a positive note, you can ride bikes, you can travel around. They do have parks now in Cebu that you can actually ride your bike and you can get comfort there. And they do have walking parks now so you can walk. So things are getting up to speed, up to a certain level that you can really enjoy yourself here. You just have to be able to maneuver around easily to get that to happen. Now, since COVID hit, a lot of things have gone down, like all the resorts. A lot of people are having a hard time getting resorts. And the vloggers are going to these resorts, but they're not telling you the whole true story. One vlogger did a video that he went and was telling about free breakfast and everything, but he did not tell you there's only 3 people that run the hotel. So the mother, daughter, and I know this because I stayed there. The mother, the father, and the daughter is the only ones that are there at the hotel. He's Swedish, and they clean and eat. He's cook, and the girl does the room. So there's just 3 because they had a staff of 15 before, but they're not getting the business that they used to. So, but there is a lot of pros to that because they're open, they give you good rates, and they take care of you. And there's a lot of good places you can do that. Now the resorts like at Davao, there's a couple open up there. We just heard that the real big one just opened up last month because it's been shut down for now 3 years solid. So now it opened up. So there's a lot of good things happening, and I see a lot of positive results here in the Philippines that people are coming. Some of the people really have a good time. The ones that are leaving usually are the ones that have that 2-year itch. It's a 2-year itch, 3-year itch. Most of the guys that come here survive very well the first 2-3 years, and then they get an itch. I'm bored here. There's not too much to do. Let's go to Thailand. Let's go to Vietnam. And of course, you could live cheaper in Thailand. The guys are telling me. I don't know. Vietnam is good prices. I have a good friend that lives in Vietnam. It's cost. I mean, I have a lot of guys that live there, and they're telling me on the channel all the time in comments that they're enjoying themselves in China, and not China, Thailand, and Vietnam, Laos, Bali, and living inexpensively. But see, a lot of times too, there's other countries. I was looking the other day on the list of top 20 countries to retire to. Philippines not even on the list anymore. Top 10 destinations, top 5 destinations, not even on the list. I was in shock when I heard that. It was always in the top 5, top 10, top 20, top 50, always, always, always. And the reason why is because of what's going on and the things happening, and people are afraid coming here. Believe it or not, Mexico's now on the top list of destinations. Google it and see. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. And please comment and let me know how we're doing. Any videos you guys want to know. But I'm saying the Philippines is still a great destination. You can still come here. You can still live inexpensively. You can still live on the beach. You can still do anything you want to do. And you can survive very well. In CDO, I had a good time going to the mall every day. It was just repetitious for me. I get bored anyway. I'm bored sitting here, so I do videos. But still, I've only had 2 brownouts this morning, and I'm learning to deal with that. I didn't get upset. I used to get upset about it. I don't get upset like I used to about it. So what? The brownouts only lasted. One lasted for half an hour. The other one lasted for 55 minutes. It's okay. Am I counting? Yeah, I'm counting. But it's okay. So what? I save money, how I look at it. I'm saving money. I don't have to pay the electricity bill. Saving money. No aircon, no electric, no fridge, no anything. But there's 2 choices. You can do solar, or you can do generator. The best deal now on the market to do is actually generators. Solar batteries cost more. Two batteries, lithium batteries, cost more than a generator costs. I can buy a generator for $1,000. Those 2 batteries, even though they'll last me 10 years, will cost more than that. They're like $670 for a battery. But it'll last, but I need like 5 of those or 6 of those to sustain the whole house. I am buy a generator for $1,000. Cost me whatever in diesel. It's a diesel generator, automatically turn on off. It's literally a square generator. Comes in a cage. You can actually set it on a concrete block and just wire it in and you're set. So, and it has features that you can, it'll charge up, and I'm just going to get one and tie it into the house instead of focusing on the solar, because that's what I've been doing, and solar prices have increased so much. There are companies that can come out and do it for $3,000, $4,000, and you make payments on it, and then give you 3 kilowatts of power, maybe 4 kilowatts of power. And I use a kilowatt today, a kilowatt and a half, maybe something like that a day. And that would be sufficient for me, but I'm not willing to pay $3,000-4,000 up front when I buy a generator and sustain me until. So, gives you ideas. God bless everybody, and thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures.